Hello guys, today we are going to be talking about Blender light linking and how can we improve that. Okay, in my opinion, Blender light linking is not the best approach. The approach is good, but it's not that intuitive, and I'm going to show you why I'm talking about that. But first, people are coming from a different software. I always say this if we loves Blender, but we have sometimes to look what other softwares are doing just to get more or less comparison. Comparison is good, it's very good in this field. And look what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's say we have this point light here in Blender, right? And we want to have a light linking on that. You look inside your light settings, there is nothing about that here. So you have to have inside your object inside shading, and then you have light linking and shadow linking. Okay, so you have to create a new collection. That's fine, and then you press here and nothing really happens, right? So and then you try to select an object to put it here. For example, you select this guy, so you don't have it here anymore. You don't have it in your light anymore, so you have to have your light here, and then you check where this object is like this, and then drag and drop here. So now you have your light. The light is working on top of this object, or you can exclude this object from the light. Okay, and then let's say that you have your entire light linking. For example, you include in this light this collection, and yeah, you have this light excluded from this object, included in this object, but not in the cube, and you want to include in the cube as well. Then you can play around here, right? So far so good. But then you create a new shadow linking collection, right? But then you have to kind of you have to select these guys and place them here again, right, to work with it. I believe that's a bit confusing. It's easy showing you, but for the first time, the person that is dealing with this inside the object tab, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. And every time you try to grab something to bring it here, oh, you miss that because it's in the light. So you have to go here on your outline and choose for that specific object and bring it here on your shadows, right? So now we can control it. I believe that's a bit confusing, and I'm going to show you a quick tool that I had created. I'm not a coder, but I have created that with the use of web coding that helps me. And I believe that's simple and it makes the life easier, right? It's a simple add-on. You install it and then you put it like linking panel. Okay. Then now if you go to your light, you have your light selected. In your light properties, you have light linking, right? You have your light linking, and then you can create a light linking and pick up an object that, let's say, I want this guy, then you pick this guy, okay? I believe that's way easier, way easier. You also can drag and drop your collection here, but you also can grab an object from a collection, let's say maybe the Suzanne, and it basically, oh, I select the cube by mistake. Let's delete this guy, go here, because it's going to be easier to see. Select, for example, this guy, oh, no, from collection, select this guy, and you're going to bring all the objects inside your collection here, okay? and then you have them here, right? Imagine that you have a collection with 20, 30 objects, and you don't want the entire collection, because if you bring your entire collection here, it's going to be the entire collection that you can turn it on and off. But let's say that you want to bring all the objects from that collection to your light linking. You have the objects individually to play around with the light linking with them. So you can't do that, right? Because you don't have that option in original light linking. And not just that, but here, if you go to your light linking, you still don't have the shadow linking, right? You have to create one and then pick up all the settings the way you did here, right? But in my tool, my light linking, which is inside the light, which is that makes sense, right? If you bring, for example, your cube here, you have a cube, and you say, okay, you know what? I want the same objects to control the shadow linking. So you go here and then you bring all the objects to your shadow linking as well. So now you can control them here, right? As well as here, as it should be, okay? And that's it. I believe that's much easier to deal with, right? The only thing that I couldn't figure out doing this is that you can select, because I believe because it's linked, you can select the objects from your light linking, and you also are selected from the from your shadow linking, right? So let's say, let's bring the cube here as well. So you see, you have all your selections here, but you select from your light linking, your first light linking, you are also selecting from your shadows. So let's say that you want to delete the torus for your shadow linking, you have to select here to your light linking, and then here you delete it. Okay? Because in here you can't really select. I don't know why, but that's okay. Because if you want your torus here again, you just bring it down again, and it's gonna be here. Okay? Yeah, but you can play around with them differently in both, and that is inside your light. That is inside your light. Okay, let's say we have a secondary light here, like this guy, right? And we go here, we have the same thing, light linking, light linking, and then we can go here, increase the exposure, right? But we want to affect just this guy, pick the guy, that's it, right? Not affecting any other objects in your scene. Okay, so I believe that's better, that's easier to do, to use it. If you guys like it, subscribe my channel. I'm gonna make this add available on my Patreon in the link below for, I believe, only $8 a month. You will have access to all my add-ons, right? You can download them, use them, do whatever you want. And if you want to help me to keep doing them or keep developing them, you keep the subscription. And I'm going to be adding always more content, because every week, every month, I have models, I have new tools that I created in Geometry Node, and I'm going to be putting all there for the members, okay, to grab and use it as they want, okay. And I hope you guys like it. And if you like, subscribe my channel. I'm gonna be here talking about Blender and other things. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Take care.